Hello everybody, this is a Buff Shaman, and I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play today of Maylene, the Cyborg Assassin. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cough right now. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to Rensen, because the anniversary is going on right now, and I'd like to get my car. Now, eventually, I want to end up getting the grab bike here, the Defender's grab bike. I want to get the micro munitions power from it. But you know, got all kinds of choices here, the anniversary, and I like them all. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to open up the gifts on this character. I will put those in my shared bank, and I'm opening all the gifts on one character. That way I can maximize my chance of getting the grav bike this anniversary, because I've been going for it a couple of times in the anniversary, and every time I do, I end up splitting my gifts on different characters and not getting it. So since I need to focus it, and you know, usually they're off characters that I'm leveling up. Those off characters, I picked them because while you're leveling up, you're going to get more of these anniversary gifts than you would if you were not in the process of leveling up. Doing in-game content, you don't quite run across as many of them. There's a... Oh, onslaught. Okay. Might as well do this onslaught while I'm here.
Hello, hero. I'm sure you... Have you heard about supervillain...
But anyways, before I would always just work on characters that need to level up. I'm not going to get the experience bonus because I'll just out-level the content too quickly. But this year I'm just gonna drop all my gifts onto one character, one of my characters that's leveled up, so that way if I don't get it this year, I know it's not gonna be a character I'm gonna delete next by the time next year rolls around, and you know, next year I'll get the grav bike. And I know it would have been faster for me to use the vehicle to get to Chief Sheriff, but I do want you guys to see where I'm going more than just flying over everything. I think it helps to learn the layout of the city. And you can learn it a little bit watching me go through it, you know, and I don't always do that because I did fly over, you know, and doing the purple gang stuff. But you know, it's pretty straightforward, just back and forth over there. Over here is where it starts to get a little bit complicated. So like right here, this is pretty easy to find. This shouldn't take very long to do. Now, I'm not going to turn that in yet because I want to do the other portion of this, these two quests here. Now, this quest, I've come up with a bit of a strategy, if you could even call it that, for doing this quest effectively. Minimize the risks, as it were. See, I could just hop right over that barrier there in the building and go right into there, or I could clear this before. This quest is not as being done as intended by the devs, but I'd rather do it this way. You have to clear all these out anyways as you take the prosecutor through the path, but I'd rather not have to worry about the damage he might take and the possibility of failing the mission. By the way, this is the anniversary vehicle that they give you for free. Haven't checked yet if it does a Mark II version on the upgrade vendor, but if there is, it's not the one I would upgrade. I would want to upgrade the Defender Grav bike if I was going to upgrade one. And yeah, I shouldn't have a license. Yeah, I overshot this. Alright, jailhouse block. Well, it's one of those missions where I can stealth parts of it. In fact, most of it, but actually, I wouldn't even say most of it. I can skip a good chunk of the fights, but like this here and these two suitcases here, I can't get those without fighting these guys. But you don't have to fight everybody, so there is a tactic that I can use later on that will allow me to do stuff like that. Grab these without being seen, but and that's one of my buddies. Well, and in this one I can't get without stealthing either. They're getting any kind of power that'll reapply stealth will allow me to grab their attention, run them off, re-stealth, and come back and pick those up. That's not right. There we go. Alright, now straight down from there. By the way, this spot is going to become pretty much a regular spot you come to, so Burt Jackson, he ends up having quests for you. You get a quest to go talk to him later, and he has missions for you. Basically, bribe him with a drink, get information about the weapons smuggling. And that's actually right down by Little Italy, where you were before. When you did your whole Purple Gang thing, the Little Italy here. Well, that's where you get these from. I'm gonna basically try and sneak my way around this, do this all stealthily. I will do it all stealthily, but I won't fight anybody for any of these boxes, since that's kind of the nature of the stealthy character I'm playing. It's gonna take a little bit longer to get the full set of boxes because of that, but the idea here is to gather evidence, and I'm basically considering I'm being elusive about it. Don't want them to know that we're getting information to put them in jail. And that was basically, I'd forgotten to grab this one. That wasn't me trying to be fancy or anything. It just me remembering I'd forgotten something. Alright, now brains behind the breakout. This one's basically the same spot that the persecuting the prosecutor one was, and let me just go inside there. See, here's the building you go into. There's where he is. And I'm pretty sure most of you are gonna already have known that. I'm not doing this for the benefit of you. I'm doing this for the benefit of those that don't actually play this game, that don't know their way around even a little bit of the game. And I screwed up. I forgot to turn on my stealth. And level 11. Let's take care of this real quick before we move on in here. Alright, PowerPoints. I need to get my form power. So it's the Form of the Tempest, because this is going to be a bullet ballet build. I know it's not going to do that much for me right now, but it will. I'm not going to worry about 1 point, and of course gear utilization. Yeah, you can pretty much stealth this whole mission. It's basically take out the leader mission, and I call them assassinate missions, hailing back to the days of City of Heroes. Oh, look, there's my little hoverboard continuing.
You're probably all wondering why we freed you. We're giving you your lives back to make you a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Big things are happening. Big forces are joining together. And that means big heroes are going down. I know you want to be part of the mayhem. Join the maniacs. You don't have to be crazy, but it helps.
Yeah, going back to City of Villains, I used to take my stalkers in on these assassinate missions. Of course, in those it really was an assassinate mission. And there we go. I really wish you could have that go on without pulling out the swords. Swords are not this character's forte. And yeah, when you come out of those, you actually have a little bit of a grace period before enemies will actually notice you, so I like to take advantage of that. And as you see, I'm out-leveling my quests already, even doing them minimal killing. But at least with the minimal killing style, you can actually keep us a lot closer to your mission level. Forgot to turn in that last one. And not really a point in grabbing that. Now I'm going to grab these right now, but I'm not going to do those right now because I'm going to be doing the first rule. The reason being is that once I do the first rule, I can get Random Stranger, which takes place in the exact same area, so figure why bother coming back later when I can be a little bit more efficient at it. These guys are pretty much a joke at this level. So, just out of curiosity, those that are watching these videos, how many of you actually play Champions Online? And those of you that play Champions Online, how many of you also played City Heroes, City of Villains? that's that one. It's not a whole lot that I enjoy about the Fight Club set of missions. It's just kind of boring to me. The entire Cobra Lords gang and their leaders pretty much nothing to me. I don't find it entertaining at all. And there's Random Stranger. Now, to rescue these guys, part of this I actually need to fight for. And in order to fight them, I have to fight these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and kill these. But I'm going to try and do as much as I can. The same thing I did before with the weapons crates. Just try and do the sneaky version of it, which will take longer, but hello, Clarice. Actually, it's kind of a bad reference because Hannibal didn't kill Clarice, so yeah. I take it back. Sometimes those guys are actually dead without me having to do anything. Oh. Yeah, those belligerents are what I need for the random stranger, so, you know, you can see what I mean. Same area. And there was belligerent in there, but I'm gonna assassinate him later. And that is not something I did in any way, shape, or form. Every now and again, my character will target something and start energy building on it without me actually pushing any attack buttons at all or targeting it. Not sure why it does that. I've had it happen where I've been standing around with my hand off the keyboard and mouse completely, and it turns around and starts shooting something. So I remember in Back to the Future 2, that scene where Marty actually gets the hoverboard first gets it, and I remember him trying to go over the water and not being able to go anywhere. And starting off this travel power, that's what it makes me think of, because it's so slow when it first starts off. And it goes through that stage, this is stage 2, and there's stage 3. It's a lot better. Just gonna hop over the building here. And there's my belligerence. I got one more comic to grab over here, and while they're busy in the process of respawning, I'll go turn in Random Stranger. It should level me up, but I don't think there's any way for me to avoid leveling up while I turn in all these quests before anything happens where... And see, there's Fight Club, Kung Fu Muscle. And the Kung Fu Muscle is going to take place near where Burt Jackson wants you to go, so I'm going to do those two at the same time. Let's see if this one over here is back yet also. Nope. Might. Let's see if I can get away with this. Yoink! Alright, finish that one. Now I'll do Fight Club. Now, due to the similar layout in these two, I thought this and Carl's Gym were the same place. I just did not really pay attention to what I was doing. I would go to wherever the blue arrow said and not really think about it.
recruits training ASAP. More recruits means more fighters. More fighters means more money. And more busy cops. We got a bargain to keep. So I'm only gonna say this once. No stupid hero's gonna ruin our little operation here. Do I make myself clear?
Alright. So this one is actually marginally more entertaining than the other one. Same idea, go around, kill all the guys, but there's at least a little bit more interesting parts to this. You notice how many presents I get. When they do the presents dropping replaces whatever lockbox would have been dropping, so I wish they wouldn't do it that way. Because I'd like to be able to get the new Rave lockbox without having to buy it with Question Eye. And right now they're kind of overpriced on the auction house because of the fact that they don't drop. Let me just take this guy out real quick. Oh, I didn't... Of course I realized, and I didn't even think. I didn't do my level up stuff for level 12. Alright, ranks and advantages. I think I'll probably go for that. I'd like to have that shield. It's not my primary source of damage, or it's not gonna be. So I'll go ahead and grab the wall of bullets. Alright, here we go. This is the more interesting part of it. And I mean mildly so. And I don't know what the heck happened that my stealth dropped, but that went completely wrong. I know it seems like doing a lot of waiting for this, but trust me, it'll be faster to wait and kill him with this than it will just to keep shooting at him. The middle guy is the more squishy guy. I should have just shot him down too. One less that I'm gonna have to shoot through. I didn't spend my spec points either. Yeah, that's why I took him out, the purple gang guy. Frank's kind of a boring opponent. The only hard part about him is the people he surrounds himself with. Nothing I want there. And we got Julie Morgan. See, and I know exactly where Burt Jackson is, so I'm going to talk to him on the way to the ping pong heist. And I think once I've finished the ping pong ball heist and the kung fu muscle and dragon brawl, I think that'll be the episode. I hate this mission because you can slip on ping pong balls and it'll interrupt you. Your opponents can slip on ping pong balls and it might or might not interrupt them, but it will interrupt you. And you can't build up a resistance to it. Alright, so as we approach the forklift here, the ambush happens. Now I'll run right into there where I was before. Huh. Now this part I like. You gotta take out collection agents and save her, and like there's a reason. More of a reason than they're running a fight. I mean that's kind of a stupid reason. You know, they're running a fight club there to, you know, mean you need superhero intervention. They could have spiced up that storyline a bit more, like they're kidnapping people to force them to do it. But you know what? Those people chose to put their health on the line for the fights. It's the main problem with it is that making it illegal makes it a power play for crime lords. Yeah, I really wish with these escort quests you could actually pull out your vehicles and whatnot and have them hitch a ride. Like give you a course you had to fly through and put a little bit of a time limit on there. Ha ha ha! He thought he would find me. Well-defined isn't the exact word. He thought he would get there and I'd be targetable. Hey, eventually I'm going to remember to get that specialization here. In fact, it's probably going to be right now. Oh, I didn't, oh, there's where we were. Nice little, roadway trick there. Alright. Now, I'll turn in Bert Jackson's quest. And then Julie Morgan after that. Oh, there's a special mission. In fact, I'll go ahead and make that the primary for the next episode. And I'll go over the special missions then. And 13, I will get Fox Battle the Network Stars. And I will actually level that up at the beginning of the next episode. Thank you for watching today. This is a Buff Shaman. Take it easy.